Hi and welcome to Nerdy Gamers. The game today we're going to play is Dungeons of Dredmor. You have to name the expansion pack. Now this is the second in our Let's Play series and we're going to carry on with our current character Ryan Cavendale. So if we go here, let's load up the game. There we go, Ryan Cavendale the Adventurer. Now in this we had taken all the new expansion pack skills and I'd taken a couple just to supplement, and we just managed to, we were doing quite well. I think we'd managed to do just over here, that zoo, that's the word I'm looking for. Okay, and we're on the second level. We were looking to maybe increase some more of our defensive abilities because our offensive ability is quite good at the moment, and we're trying to make sure that we just don't die, but we're also exploring. So there we go, straight off, and let's have a look. We've got plenty of magic, so we'll kick off with a good opener. Ooh, didn't see that Toxie Blobby sneaking up on me. So we'll just whack him a little bit. Now we're doing okay, because again, we were basically taking next to no damage from anything. Because of course our really high resistances, and look, another Diggle, no damage. Because I mean, we look at this, we got 4 resistance to piercing, we got 5 resistance to toxic, 4 resistance against asphyxiate, 4 resistance against putrefying, we got 2 against crushing, we've only got 1 against slashing. But I think if we could build up some more of those basic resistances, we should find a fairly good run. So we're going to look out for items that we can bump up our defences with. Now it's just a little area, nothing much there, so we'll skip back, just grab that alchemical goo, and we'll head on to the next area. Just somewhere to research. I've never actually managed to create one of these orbs yet, but then I don't normally have enough alchemy. I've never really played an alchemist. Something I've got to see about doing at some point. And yes, if only I had a teleport spell, I could grab so many more of those. So, here we go. Our next target. Now you see, he only causes 1 point of necromantic damage. That's pretty low. So again, he should cause next to no damage. Yep. Now, what other powers we got? Seismic uppercut. Yeah, that's a good one. Like that, because that was a good strong ranged attack and very, very frequent use. So we've got really nothing much we need to do at the moment. Just sit back, just kind of whack all of these guys as they come across. Could possibly do with a tiny touch more damage, just so we can kill some of these creatures. Just a tiny bit easier, but considering how well we're doing, I don't think we need to worry too much. Okay, so just finish it off with another seismic uppercut. Rough iron sword, yeah, just a couple of weak weapons we don't really need. Yes, another weak crossbow. Oh, look, another weak weapon. So we'll slap in uppercut. Got no real reason why not to when we've got the opportunity. It's pretty good power actually, considering it's regenerates every 12 turns. I mean, looking at some of the other powers that we got. Where's the geomancy? Yeah, I mean, this is going to possibly increase our defense. And you see here, that's another good offensive power, another offensive power. So we might just go for the basalt skin, because if you notice, it does give an additional slashing resistance, and that's permanent resistance. That's going to be handy, and I think also the basalt skin is going to give us temporary resistance. Then, of course, we could go for something like the rocket powered punch, which just gives us another reusable ranged attack, which is always very handy. But then we might have to look at maybe increasing this, because it'll get our tinkering but also our trap use up. I mean, that's a good combined skill there. And of course then we've got our magical abilities we can look at. We've got this whole section where we've got various other abilities down. It does get alchemy down there. Not too worried about getting this at the moment. And of course, we're kind of doing okay on the mana, but of course we really do need to look at getting some of this at some point. So we might actually see about upping our actual blood magic next time. because we do keep taking quite heavy hits on our mana, and that's something I was noting before. So in order to just keep our mana up, might be what we need to do. So we'll just wander around, take on some of these creatures. Oh, we got an inventory full now at last. Is there anything that we can get rid of? We still need a grinder. And we got nothing that we can... We just got piles of rubbish, really. Is there anything interesting around here? Ooh. Interesting. That armor's better, but at least we've got some trousers there we can make use of. We'll grab those. I'll deal with the creature in a moment. But what I'll do, I will just grab it out of there. Oh look, it's finally caught up. Right. Just grab those for the experience points. Don't need to worry about that. Okay, what we need to do is we need to find a shop. So what we should do is head back, go upstairs, because I think that is the closest place for the shop. I know it was said don't use the teleporters, but quite frankly, so far away. Just wanted to hurry us up through. But let's see, we've got a teleporter nearby. We could use that one. See where that takes us. Because I can't remember. That's pretty much where we need to go. So we'll just hop down here. Might as well take on that Diggle. Well, if we can level up, that'll just be nice. Okay, let's just get rid of all the stuff we don't actually need. Now, we don't have archaeologists, if I remember. No, not in this playthrough, so there's no point hanging on to named items. It's going to be of no use to us. We've already got a crossbow. Yeah. Still haven't found a very good crossbow. Now, you see, this one of the weapons I was debating, but it's got 9 points of damage, and it does have necromantic resistance, but that does 10. And spread a lot more different areas. See here, that gives very good protection, but that doesn't have any of the drawbacks. So that's why we're getting rid of this one. So we don't need that. The alchemical goop, we'll shove that. We don't really need that. Don't need to be carrying around lutefisk. We'll keep the meats, keep the pastries. Oh, we can, however, have ingredients. We can make grilled cheese sandwiches. We can make a couple of those. Very tasty. I do like a good grilled cheese sandwich. I prefer shoving in ham as well, but you're not allowed that option in this game. Okay, so this is all our construction bits, so we'll dump down these here because we don't really need them. We got other miscellaneous construction. I think that's all items. Well, we don't need to be carrying around all this weak food. We don't need to be carrying around some grated cheese. We don't need these. That's not really doing too much. Now, we'll keep those around. We don't need all these traps. There's quite a few, but they're also taking up a lot of inventory space. So we've got all of those in case we need them. We'll keep those in case we do have a need. No, that one doesn't go there. We'll just dump these off to the side here. And at some point we'll come back and we'll go back upstairs. No, this is the other one. Thinking about another game. Yeah, we'll come back here and we'll check all the items out at some point because we've got quite a pile going on here. So yeah, we've got plenty to be going on with. Plenty of food. Got some traps in case we get into trouble. We've got a load of wands. We've got various arrows. And we really could do with a good crossbow. Basic crossbow is just really kind of too weak, and when we're attacking some of the creatures it really does show, because we're not really getting that much. Look, one volcanic, not really that good. So I mean, all we get is kind of the bow, the arrows itself, and that's the beauty of actually the crossbow and the ranged attacks, is they all stack together. And that's one of their strengths, and this is another reason why you also get quite limited ammunition with it. Because if you didn't, you just end up being quite incredibly powerful. Which is why one of the archer skills, you actually get to, you get a much greater chance of keeping your ammunition after it's been fired. And that's kind of one of the big things of that power. There we go, just hacking through some of these, no real damage, and there we go. So we leveled up. Now again, I said that's a ranged spell, kind of brings them in close but also stuns them. That's going to be quite a useful attack. It's going to allow us to control the fight we're in. And also, if they've not got room, because they go in just up the top left from where you are, and if that place is occupied, then they move to the left of you. So it's a very good way of controlling your combat situation. Now, I still reckon that we need to have a look at this, because there's just been a couple of times where we've run out of mana, and I think in the long run that might be more useful to us, because having that mana is going to mean that our shield's up, and we need to keep that shield up and running, I think, at all times. And there you go, we're also now picking up mana on some attacks, so they're Vital Siphon and stuff like that. So yes, this is going to mean our mana is going to be even more effective. And at some point we'll be able to actually go down the Promethean and improve that, but we've got no real need at the moment. I don't need the boosts from there. We'll slap him because he's going to be a bit annoying. Just let them go through. Smash that, because of course we've just leveled up, so we're not going to waste any experience. Clockwork drill. So that's all now looking pretty good and looted. And actually I do think, yes, getting another ranged, it's like a timed range ability would be quite good, but I'm still going to focus on the defensive. So we'll be going for Basalt Skin next. So it'll just help absolutely minimise our damage, and yeah, if you're not getting damaged, you're not getting killed. So it does mean if we do screw up, we have a bad situation, an accident happens, I'm not concentrating, it gives us a greater chance of survival. And here we go, we've got another one. Just finish them off, and as you can see, ooh, excellent, another ring. Now brings our Voltaic, I'll call it Voltanic, even though it's no N in there, but I don't care. Yeah, it puts our resistance up to 3. So it means the Electro Blobby should now prove little threat to us. Actually, kind of running out of places to go now. Let's see, yes. We've explored enough of the area that I'm not too worried about randomly teleporting now. Because most of the places we'll actually have explored. Now that did cause some Mystic and Ethereal, so those creatures can actually cause some damage to us. And I do like existential damage. And there's very few creatures that kind of resist that. Death, I think, is kind of one of them. There you go. Look, the Electro Blobby waxes, no damage. So this is good. We've got pretty darn good resistances all around. Now, this is interesting. Fancy leather brick. It's a leather armor. Got two resistance. That's got piercing resistance. That'll be interesting to get that enchanted and see what happens with it. If it goes bad, it's not a loss, but in theory that could be quite good, because we don't get any negative. We will hopefully avoid having any negative effects whatsoever. Okay, now we've kind of finished off this level. There's nowhere else I can see to explore, so we're gonna go do our quests now. See what we got. Defeat a few creatures. Go take an item to the monolith. So we just shoot, head back. I missed that. Now an item could be in there. Oh yes. See, that's why we had to go check. There was a crossbow sitting in there. A 6 damage crossbow. That's perfect. That's massively increased our range damage now. So now we can do something like this. And look, it actually causes some real damage. So if you look at that, 6 piercing damage. That's all that. That's basically like double the damage of what we had before. This creature's got massive slashing resistance. So in a way it's quite handy that we've got a variety. Now, necromantic 5 damage. So, let's think about this. We're kind of doing okay. He's going to keep... Now it says 5 necromantic, but we're actually only taking 2 because of our shield. So, and also we're going to have the vital siphon at times, so our mana's staying pretty good. So there you go. We mentioned because of that shield, we take the damage down from 5 damage just down to 2. And when combined with Blood Mage, it's an incredibly powerful and effective defensive mechanism. So find creatures and recover an item. But we don't have to take it to the monolith, so we're going to finish this one off here. Now, existential resistance, sagacity, that provides, it's a new type of resistance. No, transmutive resistance, I guess basic damage resistance. What does sagacity do? It gives us a couple of points of mana, which increases our overall defense. We'll stick with this for the time being. Now, hopefully, and we'll keep those around. But right, so let's go finish off these creatures, complete the quest, and then head down. So we'll start off, slap him with a bit of magic, and then we'll do a little bit of range damage. That's awful. He's massively resistant. Okay. I don't think we need to actually do much at the moment. We'll just slap him, see what he causes. So that's supposed to be 5 damage. But when we look at our health, well, that was unfair, because I think he caused a crit there. No, he actually is causing a lot of damage. Right, we'll skip out of here. Slap him with that, because that will get the stun. Just increases our distance by 1. It'll give us time to have the grilled steak. Start moving off. Wait until this... no, we're going to slap that. We need to get that out of the way. Right, now he's going to run interference for us, so we'll have another little bit of food and another bit of food. And now we can slap him with that again. Again, increase the distance, just make sure we keep our health up. I'm just going to run him out, so that what we can do is we can slap him with that, stun him, and get a couple of free attacks before he attacks us. Now that only dropped it down to a little bit of damage. And then we'll again do the same tactic. Do that, put a little distance, and there we go. Oh, and we got a new crossbow. Oh, well, that's even better. Okay, it's basically a cranky crossbow, but better. Excellent. Couldn't have asked for more. Come on, Toxie Blobby. No, not Toxie Blobby. Electro Blobby. I know what I'm talking about. Nobody else needs to. Even though you're watching me, you don't need to know what I'm talking about. Right. Now this whole area is now done. Now we could go find a shop, but let's just in case we can, we'll hop into, oh no, there's a stairs just here. See if it brings us near a shop. Yes, it does. So we might as well sort out this while we got a chance. No, that's useless. 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 Don't need. Going to keep access to because could be useful. Don't need. Gonna drop that because could be useful. Midas. Potion we don't need at the moment. Food is useful. Bread we don't need right now. Keep the cheeses on hand. We don't need all these potions because we're kind of doing okay. Black pearl. We'll put that over there. Then we got a load of crafting gear. Oh, no. Need to make sure we put it in the right pile. Now, let's just also convert. Yes, so don't need that trap, don't need those traps. Those are kind of anti-magic, not the most useful things. Alchemical ooze we don't need, so we can actually put up these arrows over here. So we've still got some bowlers, we've got some softballs, we've got a load of cheeses that we could do with grating them down, and then we can make cheesy omelettes. We've got some grilled cheese sandwiches, and don't need these. Okay, that is us basically ready again. So we're going to hop down steps, and then we're going to go down to dungeon level 3. Now we're kind of geared up and we've completed everything that we can here. Got all the quests. We're kind of rocking this level, so there's very little that's posing a danger. So of course going down another level, I expect the difficulty to shoot up considerably. Don't expect us to do as well here. But what we'll do is we'll just see how we do. I'm slapping in all this fire, it's just to weaken them up. Because hopefully then we can maybe cut down the number of hits that it actually takes to kill some of these creatures. Of course, though, a lot of those robots we're getting additional voltaic damage against. Death is largely resistant to the... is not resistant to the existential, it seems. I can't remember what creatures are. Yes, there we go, made use of our ranged ability. Still stunned. Go slap him. And the mana is keep coming in. Now these creatures, because we've got a variety of different damages, I mean the slashing is our most effective here against this. There we go, we got through all of that and basically no damage. Ah, that's just causing a single point of acidic damage. It's hardly anything to write home about. But we are a bit down on our magic at the moment, but then we're mostly slapping out a whole bunch of spells. Now we are going to run out of mana here. The vital siphon and that now should be okay. We shouldn't level with destroying the statue. Just wanted to make sure of that because we don't want to waste the experience. Another vital siphon, that gives us very handy. It's just going to keep make sure that whilst we're in combat we keep our magic up, and especially with stuff like this where we're using it basically on every single attack. Yes, it's only a magic point, but it's still a magic point that we've got to spend every single attack. Now we'll go for the poorly cloned hero, and we'll chuck in a couple of little arrows. Not a whole lot of damage, but it was just kind of using up some inventory space. We can fill it with some better things. Draw them over here. Lay down some magic. And then we'll just hit him with our melee damage. Couple more turns. And then we can slap him with our 12-turn ability. And we'll just now grind monsters as they come through here. Our magic's going to keep us relatively safe. We're going to get magic back as we hit them. And there we go. And the magic's kind of still the same. Our health's kind of still the same. And as you see, I'm really looking forward to leveling up and getting the next level in the battle geology. Because I think that's going to be even better, and we should see even less damage coming in against us. We're going to be... Oh, it's another one of these areas. Nothing we can't really handle. So, again, we'll lay down that. Do a bit of daze so we can get a couple of free attacks in. Thermoblobby might be more dangerous here. I'm just waiting to see... there we go. 2 confliguratory. And just need to watch the health here. This is... Yeah, he's down to causing... Oh. Ouch. I wondered why I was taking so much damage. It was the flames that I was standing in. That's why... That was kind of close there. Kind of glad I was paying attention. I've got to remember thermoblobbies are actually pretty nasty. Not because of the actual damage they cause. That's quite minor, but it's that area effect damage. Didn't have much resistance against that. Okay, so we're just going to take it a little bit more carefully here now. A bit low on magic. We've got some grogs, so we'll just have those. Kind of make sure we top up our magic, because most of the time we don't really use these. There we go, nothing back over there. So we'll just get this inconsequentia. So we've got another quest area. So we're kind of forced to go now through here because there's nowhere else for us to explore. And there we go. We got our level through lockpicking of all things. Now what is the next one? By robbing the spirit of a slain enemy, you have a chance to steal the spirit when they die. We don't have to worry about that right at the moment. So, what we'll do is we'll go to Battle Geology again. We're going to get that because that's just going to help increase our resistances. And we're going to put it here. Now let's have a look. It's a 30-turn power. And we are down 1 on Righteous at the moment. It would have been worse, but the Mage's Mana Melee... It's helping just keeping our defences there up a little bit. Now, let's see. That's it. We're going to check out our resistances. There we go. We've got an additional slashing resistance. We're up to 2. Now, let's see what happens when we use this power. Oh, brilliant. Every 30 turns, we can slap up this power. And for 4 attacks, we get 2 crushing resistance, 2 slashing resistance, 2 piercing resistance, 2 fire resistance, 2 acid resistance, 1 existential resistance, 15 block, and also 10 magic resistance. And yeah, it lasts 5 turns. So when we get into some major combat, we can slap that out ahead of time, not by long, and it's just going to seriously cut down that damage. My little Anvil Junior kit. I hate those creatures. Die. I mean, actually having these reusable powers just does save on the ranged ammunition. Okay, Monster Zoo. I was wondering when we were going to see the next one. Okay, this is always our chance to die. Wand of Tesla. We will slap that in. Get ourselves a boost. We can't let ourselves get outflanked here, so we're going to go up to here. Sanguine Blobby. Not worried about that. Okay. We've got plenty of health at the moment, so we're going to use the Promethean fire. That'll just lay down some constant damage. Now the Sanguine Blobby is causing 2 acidic at the moment. It's going to cause us some damage. So what we'll do is slap up the basalt skin here at the moment. That should keep us resistant against the Sanguine Blobby whilst we figure out what it is we're going to do. The Zodiacal Wand. We want to use that. That gives us what does it do? Ah, this is when remembering what on earth all the wands do is quite handy. Now that reduces the health. Okay. We're not quite ready. Right, Poison Ampule. That'll lay down some continuous damage there. Let's get this creature out of the way. Right. Now these are not too bad for us. We need to up our magic a bit, so we're going to just keep going like this for a little while. Take out these creatures, watch our health constantly. Make use of our power, just take a turn off. No, we killed that. Right, what caused us a lot of damage? Yeah, it's the acidic damage. Kind of one of the things that we got next to no resistance. We got no resistance against acidic damage. Yeah, that's why it's so nasty to us. Alright. I just need to really pay attention on this. Now, if we retreat, we can get up to here. Now, if I'm going to do this, I'll probably retreat to the teleporter, because if we leave this area, we lose the zoo. Well, there's nowhere really easily defendable. I think we are going to back off for the time being. Just by a single move, because they'll hopefully gang up here. We just have to watch our health, watch our magic, because once our magic goes down, spell causes no damage, yeah, acidic. Just got to be careful now. See, we've got special creature coming up there. Magic is kind of holding steady at the moment, but not really going anywhere. Can't lay down a trap at the moment. Now, see, if I could get some more distance, I'd drop down the Caltrop Eruptor. See, that would be quite useful about there. But no, we're going to save the magic because we kind of need that right now. Manage to dodge that. Health is starting to run a bit low. So what we're going to do is we're going to slap that. We're going to give ourselves a bit of space. We're going to, as I said, put down that. Finish him off. Of course, we can use this, just get him out of the way. Then we need to make sure we top up our health, because we were getting a little low on that. Now, Sanguine Blobby causes no damage to us. Right, he causes no damage. So what we're just going to do... Oh no, he causes 1 damage. So we're just going to trade blows, but we're not... We're just going to hold off from using the magic. It only costs 1 magic, but it's still a magic point. Going to wait a turn because we're going to slap him with that ability. That'll just delay him. We're going to let the sanguine blobby come up. Right, now we've got to watch this. 2 volcanic. Right. So, he's not going to be that dangerous, but he is going to steal items from us. We kind of need to put him down as quickly as possible. So that's him down. No ranged creatures coming up. Dodged him. No effect. 4 crushing. No effect. We will grab our poison ampules back so we've got access to them. Now we're going to slap him so we can get a couple of turns free attacks against him. Again, need to watch. I don't like that. Those creatures, the fish paladins, can cause significant health damage. So what we need to do is we'll eat a grilled cheese sandwich. It's going to mean that we've got some constant health coming in. And also seeping with rich magics. Right. Just going to help our magical ability. We just want to kind of make sure that's topped up. So the last thing we need is to have some issues with that. Now, one of the big problems here is these creatures cause, yeah, you guessed it, righteous. The one thing that we got negatives on. So we've got really little to no defences against that. So I just wanted to make sure we're on top of the situation. Now we are about to get surrounded here. So what we're going to do is we're going to slap that onto that creature. Just give us a turn or 2. So give us time to clear off this one before we're attacked on this side. Vital Siphon ends up being very useful here. We're just keeping on top of the magic. It's just allowing us just keep it going for a while. Health is... We're losing a bit of health every turn, but it's slowly getting back by the grilled cheese sandwich. Because of course we've got massive amounts of resistances. And to be honest, actually, I should slap on that again. At the moment, considering how much we're fighting, yes, I should pay attention to that more often. As soon as I get the chance to use it, use it. That's the thing. When you have these powers, you've got to remember to actually use the powers. That's what they're there for. Magic is getting a little bit low. That's okay. Now we've got a turn or 2 now. Double check food situation, 9. Well, we're doing okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to chuck down the rusty caltrops. I'm going to back off from there for a second because we are taking some slight damage. Now we've got ingeniously scythed plastic bolts. Might as well use a boulder plate drop just because we can. We've got to watch this creature. That's one of the boss ones coming up. Use another drop plate. And then we'll just slowly hack away at this. Use another drop plate. Now, we're not going to use anything, our other special ability, because these creatures can fly, but they're not too tough. We want to use it to control him. Not what I meant to pick up, I meant to tidy this bit up a bit. So we'll put the boulder drop plate there. Didn't seem to do anything. Right, okay. Let's slap him with the stump. Then we'll put up our defences and then we'll attack. Wow. 11 putrefying. I am so glad that we got 4 putrefying resistance. That would have been even worse. Okay, we do not want to tackle this close up. So, We're going to do the back off. Now we need to absolutely pay attention to where we're going. Also, we've got to wait another turn, because we're going to slap that against him. We're going to have another grilled cheese sandwich, and then we're going to find our most powerful bolt. We're going to use it. See, that's now causes flesh spores. So it's going to increase the damage. Hopefully we'll take it out. There we go. We got that one. I'm so glad. I'll have to remember that. Clockwork drill bomb. At the end of it, it blows up. That very, very nearly could have cost us the game. But thankfully it didn't. Actually, we got a load of softballs. It's kind of what they're there for. Weak attacks, we just kind of use them up. Health is kind of okay at the moment. Right, we got down to 24 monsters. And it's also, we're proving that all these new abilities are pretty strong. They are certainly paying for themselves. Right, and we'll just keep slapping it like this. We're going to kill him just by throwing softballs. There we go. We're going to back up, give us a little room. We're just going to slap him, give him a little bit of damage, and we're just going to slowly take this creature out. Of course, we're going to watch our health and everything. And magic's getting a little bit low. Blood mana and all the other bits will help with that. We've got softball, so we'll keep slapping against the AI, because we get the voltic damage, and of course it's very weak against that. Slap out an attack there, get our defences up, and we'll just generally wear these opponents down. We've got a few more turns of this. Back off, and we'll just, again, just slowly hack away. Our magic is almost gone, but we've got to watch that sight damage. It's too great. We won't really kind of see what we're doing. So of course that stun ability comes back up, so we make use of it. Health is staying stable. Our vision returns. And we take our advantage, so we can get kind of 2 turns of attacks without really being attacked. Now there's loads of those octos. We're gonna have to be very, very careful there. Because again, they cause the hyperboron damage. Oh my word, there's a lot of them. This is going to be another good use for the clockwork bomb. So what we're going to do is going to find one and put a couple of these in, because they're now going to be ticking time bombs. So not only should they kill themselves, hopefully they'll take out others near them. Just give it a few turns, let them blow up a bit. So that's very effective there. Oh, we got a softball to use up, so we'll use up the softball. Puffballs, that's more area control. So now we just simply go through and start hitting these octos. Just slowly cause some damage, and just there we go. There's not, I mean, at the moment there's not really much to say. We've got to just kill, maim, destroy, pillage and loot. And all we gotta do is just watch when I get my special ability back and make use of it. So I don't want to get too close to these guys. I'll just watch. No, he's not causing any damage. And this is, of course, what we've got all these arrows for. It's what we kind of save them for. Right. We get that power back. We can slap it out. We're down to just 3 left. That has been very heavy on all of our items, though. Right, we can now engage these. They are now sufficiently weak. And whilst they are causing plenty of damage. Ouch. Yes, see that? Ethereal damage. Caused 7 damage. Right, there we go. We have done it. Oh no, man, when I said ethereal, I meant hyperboron. Right, ethereal resistance, 8 magic points, magic regeneration, magic reflection, magic power. But that gives us a point of actual armor resistance. See, if we swap that over, we get more ethereal resistance, we get more magic. But piercing, we do have quite high piercing resistance. It is pretty good. I think for the moment we're going to go with that. Okay. Just pass a couple of turns, just make sure we've got all our powers up. Right, that's been our little playthrough of this session. A lot happened. We had a massive fight. We'll carry on and we'll get to see hopefully some more of the powers because we've managed to level up. And so what we're probably going to do is maybe start looking at some of these other powers. Maybe get this one. It's going to allow us to control combat a lot better. Okay, hope you've enjoyed. And I will see you next time.